Hi, I'm Christine Chung. I help women who are feeling stressed and overwhelmed because they cannot separate work and family life. I help them manage stress, set priorities and boundaries so they can spend quality time doing what they love without feeling guilty. Today, I'm going to talk about how to harness your inner sparkle. So, what makes you who you are? If you were to describe to someone who you are, what do you tell them? Today, I'm going to help you discover some of the qualities that you might not be aware of and how celebrating your strengths can attract positive energy and help you strive for greater success. So let me ask you again, what makes you who you are? If you were to describe to someone else who you are, what do you tell them? Whatever your answers are, it is impossible to find another person in this planet that is exactly the same as you. And that makes you unique, right? And very often we forget to cherish our uniqueness, whether it is because we are too hard on ourselves or we fail to recognize our strengths. So today I have an exercise for you. It is called Finding Your Inner Superhero. This exercise will help you increase your self-awareness and find out some of your qualities that you might not be aware of. All you need to do is have a piece of paper and something to write with. Ready? Here it is. So we all have role models or people who we admire, right? It could be their images or energy or the leadership skills, kindness, attitude, whatever it is that inspires you. And this exercise is to help you think about whom you would like to be, and by considering what it is in the other people you aspire to and admire. Okay, so get your piece of paper and a pen ready, or if you like to use a Word document, that works too. So I want you to think about these questions and write down the answers, okay? Number one, write down your top 3 role models. Someone you admire, things that they do that impress you. They can be a real person whom you met or have not met, or can be from a movie or from a book, or someone that who already passed away, okay? Just name 3 people that you admire, okay? So number 2, I want you to think about the most influential person in your life over the past year. Who has been the most influential person in your life over the past year? You can name one influenced your work life and one influenced you in your personal life. Now, look at the names. You got 4 or 5 names, right? What are the qualities in these people make you put them there as a role model? What's in them that you admire? What kind of qualities? Okay, you got them down? Now, take a look at the list. The qualities that you pulled out from your role models, from the person that influenced you. Okay, look at your list carefully. I want you to circle 3 qualities you want to have for yourself. Okay, don't overthink. Okay, don't overanalyze. Whatever comes up first, that's your answer. All right. So now you should have 3 circled qualities on your paper, correct? The qualities you just circled are very likely inside of you already. Something you've already had. Say if you admire your role model because of the hardworking quality, you are a pretty hardworking person too, because you value hard work. Even if you're not right now, you will become one because you recognize this is a quality you want to have. Okay, our minds are complicated, but are simple sometimes. It takes whatever you feed it with. So if you keep telling yourself hardworking is a good quality to have, your mind will automatically bring you closer to becoming one. And this is what I call your inner superhero. Your inner superhero is supporting you in the background, But your past experience and the information you fed your mind with can push your superhero away. Even though it wants to help you, you might not accept its help because you're afraid of the unknown outcome. You are afraid to fail. You both fight with each other. This internal conflict is poisonous. It takes away your energy and it creates stress and make you feel miserable. Okay, so when you admire these qualities of your role models, someone out there admires yours too. Okay, we influence people around us intentionally or unintentionally. Don't underestimate your power. Now it's time to let your light shine. And when you let your light shine, you give people permission to do the same. So keep spreading the positive energy and let your light shine. Neale Donald Walsch, a modern-day spiritual messenger, his words continue to touch the world in many profound ways. He said, the universe is just a big Xerox machine. It simply produces copies of your thoughts. Just in case you don't know what Xerox machine is, Xerox machine is photocopier. Xerox is known for making photocopy machines. Okay, so basically, he said, we create our reality. What we think, we become. And the interesting thing is that our behavior, actions we take, and the decision we make, and almost everything we do is controlled by our unconscious mind. In NeuroLinguistic Programming, NLP, our mind is split into two parts. One is the conscious mind that controls all of your cognitive behavior. For example, you are listening to me right now with your conscious mind, but the interpretation of the messages is done by your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind is like a backseat driver who gives commands to your conscious mind to respond, react, behave, and so on, based on the experience that you collect before. And the unconscious mind is a giant data bank. It absorbs each and every experience unconsciously and creates our belief system. The experience that provoked strong emotions are usually stored at the front and have a long-lasting impact on how we see the world. For example, someone who got burned by fire might develop a strong fear of anything that generates heat, right? And you have to understand that our unconscious mind is very loyal to us. Our well-being is its biggest concern. And you know now, our unconscious mind takes in everything, okay? But it's not there to overwhelm you. So it only gives you what seems to be in your best interest, the most relevant information to a particular situation. So you can make sound judgment to react, respond, and make decisions accordingly. This type of job is done faster than lightning speed. And our unconscious mind uses its unique filtering system to determine by our perception of time, space, matter, and energy, as well as the language we use. Our understanding of the words and the gesture, our memory, and the unique way we go about making decisions, the pattern we look for when selecting information, our values, our beliefs, plus our overall attitude. So when the information comes in through the five senses, the unconscious mind delete, distort, or generalize the information according to the filtering system. And the filtering process happens instantly. Once incoming information passes through our filter, a thought is constructed, and that is called the maps of reality in NLP. The internal representations take the form of sensory perception, the images, sounds, emotions, feelings, taste, and smell, etc. All those senses. And our internal representations and simultaneously trigger corresponding conditions, which in turn drive our behavior. Remember the example about getting burned and generate fear of heat? If an experience is so profound, so dramatic, it creates threats to our well-being, we become vigilant. Our unconscious mind uses its filtering system, work really hard to scan and filter and distort and delete all incoming information and give signals to the conscious mind to protect us from any potential threats. So in the case of that person who got burned, the smell of smoke or even anything that is red might trigger fears. Okay, and the result of that could be cannot cook anymore because that trigger a lot of fear and anxiety, or may not be able to handle anything that is hot, right? Can you imagine life like that? So sometimes our unconscious mind wants to protect us, but it stops us from moving forward. We're stuck, right? Can we change that? Definitely. It's not easy though, but it's not impossible. Everyone experiences any given situation differently. Okay, seeing a red object or smelling a piece of burnt toast may mean nothing to you, but the person who was burned and had a very bad experience with fire may react very differently. You can't tell someone just get over it. You're just making it up, because our internal representations, perceptions determine how we view the world and everything we experience. What you think is real in your head, in your world. We unconsciously manipulate sensory information to create our subjective perception based on the programming that has created our current set of filters. You see, our unconscious mind filtering system is constantly working for us. It actively scans our environment and pulls in information and evidence to confirm what we think is true. But because it's happening in the unconscious level, we might not be aware of it. If you tell your unconscious mind all red objects are harmful to you, after a while, when you see something red, without any mental effort, you steer away from it. Or say, if you were told the person you're about to meet is a great person, super friendly, your unconscious mind begins to construct that image of that person. And when you finally get to meet that person, you are more likely to have positive experience from this person, right? So what you believe creates your world of reality. And this is called self-fulfilling prophecy. A self-fulfilling prophecy is an expectations, it can be positive or negative, about something or someone that can affect a person's behavior, okay, in a way that leads those expectations to becoming a reality, right? So according to Robert Morton, a self-fulfilling prophecy is, in the beginning, a false view or a concept of a person, a place, or a situation. That false definition leads an individual to act in such a way that forming the false idea is proven to be true. Okay. So using the example mentioned earlier, that you were told that the person you're about to meet is a wonderful, interesting person with great personality, very interesting. So such expectations are planted in your head. You will likely let your guard down and interact with this person in a friendly manner, right? Because you expect this person, or your unconscious mind believe this person is super friendly. So you respond differently. And that person you're about to interact will sense your friendliness and will probably respond in a more friendly manner as well. So you see, your behavior, attitude, and the feeling can influence the outcome, right? And by using self-fulfilling prophecy and NLP communication model, whatever message you feed your unconscious mind can basically become a reality. Well, I hope you find this video helpful and inspiring. If you have any questions or comments, please email me. Thank you for your time.